Good morning, everybody. So, I was sitting here and I was thinking, I was trying to get a little bit of coffee in my system because I had another late night. Fun night, but late night. Just went swimming. I took the kids swimming to a friend's house, and my niece popped in last minute from out of town, which was really sweet to have happen. I just had a whole bunch of stuff happen, so I just had to rearrange the evening a little bit, but not really. And there's lots of good stuff, lots of connection, all that good stuff. But just sitting out here and just trying to wake up just a smidgen enough, which I'm probably going to be drinking up. I think I'm going to finish this whole cup of coffee before I get like 10 minutes in, because that's my morning. I was sitting here and I was just thinking about, what's the topic of the day, Lord? Like I normally do, because it seems like I'm doing this more outside than what I am over the coffee pot these days, for whatever reason. And I just had this whole feeling come through, and I was looking at it, and it's interesting because I don't feel like I'm crashing. I'm not crashing, I'm actually flying. I feel like I'm flying. I feel like there's so much really good shit going on in life. But I know that when really good stuff starts to happen, that the other thing that we have to be really cautious of is crashing. And it's not to be cautious of crashing because bad stuff happens, because things happen that we can't control, because we fail just because we fail for the lessons of it. But we crash because we're behind the steering wheel and we're just kind of bored with everything working out so good. So what do? We go, this is working a little bit too good, so I think I'm going to cause a little bit of drama in my life and get things more exciting, right? It's time for a little climactic event in my world, and I need a little woo. So here we go. We're going to just drive this bus right off the ledge over here, and we're going to just see what happens, right? And you might go, well, that's just freaking crazy. Like, who would go and deliberately crash their lives on purpose? Who would go and, stir up drama on purpose? And the answer is everybody. Everybody would do it. I see people popping on. Hold on. Hey, good morning, Addison. Morning, Amy. Richard. Morning, Richard. We all do this. We all do it. It's just becoming aware of doing it so that we don't actually do it. Because here's the thing, our ego will get us to sabotage however it possibly can. Our ego will just make things happen or appear to happen how it thinks it needs to happen, so that we will literally self-sabotage and crash our car, crash the bus, crash this thing that we got going on, okay? So you get in there and you start to just really get it driving, really get the momentum to your dreams to start happen, really get, into a sensation, a feeling of what is going on. And you start to get a little scared. It's almost like you're like, woo, that's fun. This feels great. Everything's absolutely groovy. It's absolutely wonderful, but it's too good. It's too good. I'm too comfortable. I'm too happy. I'm too this. It's too much. And I've heard this statement a couple times already this week come from people, and I've even said it myself, of it's too much. My dreams are too much. My desires are too much. I'm too much. This peace, this joy, this laughter, this orgasm of my life is too much. So the way we deal with the too much feeling, the too much joy, the too much all that good shit, is that we retract. And we retract by shutting things down. We retract by crashing our car, you could say, emotionally, physically. We just stop. Maybe we just go into procrastination mode. Maybe we're just like, okay, we're just done. And yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. I know, oh, I'm so tired. And I'm going to, like, I just need to take the weekend off. I just need to take the next 5 days off. I just need to, like, boom, boom, boom. Where you go, oh, I'm just not feeling good. All of a sudden your head's hurting really bad. Or you're just not feeling these different things. And typically, if you don't have any actual physical things wrong with you, you really have been like pushing and going, because it does get exhausting to like really get things going, and especially when you're in the middle of transformation and change and you're doing big stuff. That's extremely exhausting. But you should feel elevated and exhausted, kind of like you just had some really good sex and everything's, coming to that end. And at the end of it, you're like laying there with your partner, and what do you feel? You feel exhausted, but you feel at peace, you feel connected, you feel elevated, you still feel turned on to life, but there is that underthrow of that physical exhaustion. And that's exactly the same thing that takes place, or should be taking place, when you're going on driving your goals, when you're creating the life that you want, when you are actually in there co-creating with God. You're going to feel that, but you're going to feel this elevation at the same time, because you know that you're flying, you know that you got it going on, you know that you have all this stuff going on, and you feel that energy come through you. So if you feel that energy come through you, and then all of a sudden you find yourself just going, yeah, I'm just going to take a few days off. I just need to get away. I just need, it's not a Kit Kat commercial, but it could be a Kit Kat commercial. Just need a break, right? So you just go into this whole, I'm going to just take a break. I deserve it. I've been working so hard. And yes, you do deserve the break, but the break needs to be like, take an hour-long massage and go to lunch with a friend. Don't take the whole freaking, next 4 or 5 days off to contemplate your thoughts, to get realigned. You're already fucking aligned. That's what's going on. You were aligned. Now you're trying to get unaligned by doing those things. And you're going to know that you're guilty of this, because this is crashing the car, right? Because it's going to almost excite you to do those things, because it's different, because there's a turn on there, because there's a charge around it that feels like, woo, this is something new. This is something like, ooh, it's just like, oh man, that sounds more exciting than doing what you've been doing. And what happens when we are blowing and going and doing and creating and doing all this different stuff is that we actually get bored creating. We actually get bored receiving. We actually get bored creating our ideal picture scenarios in life, and we turn around and try to do something else, which actually ends up crashing our car, sabotaging us in some way. And it quite literally, as you could say, just for laughs for the ego, because it is just because you just needed a little woohoo. It's like, okay, did you really have to crash the whole bus just to get the woohoo? No, you didn't. Go take a moment's break. Take a couple hours to yourself. Go do something like that. Go watch a good movie. Go laugh with some friends. Go, I don't know, go ziplining or something if you need a little adrenaline rush, because the adrenaline rush of crashing the bus, as exciting as it is, because you go and you feel like, oh my gosh, like, woohoo, this is so just intense because of the drama that you're stirring up. But that's drama for you. Drama kind of causes this intensity. Drama stirs up shit. Drama makes you feel alive. And even when you've been doing all this fantastic work that made you feel alive to conquer your goals, to have your dreams, At some point, it's going to become more of a norm, and it's just going to go like this, okay? It's just going to do this. And you're going to start to go, all right, I'm just not feeling it over here. I'm not in alignment to it. No, that's not the case. It's not that you're not in alignment to it. It's just that you're freaking bored with your creation work, and you're getting to this point where you need to just dig your feet in and quite literally get shit done, because the climax that you're looking for is actually right on the other side of that area right there. It is right there. You got to just push through and make that happen, because nobody's life is just going like that, okay? Our lives are either going like this or they're going like this. When we feel like we're going like that, that's just this feeling of boredom. Chances are your life is either just getting ready to go boom and blow up in a positive way, take you to that next level, get really exciting. You're going to meet an incredible person. Maybe you've been dating for 90 days and you just haven't found anybody yet, and it's just so boring. And then right there, if you just went, oh, I'm just kind of bored with this. I'm so bored with this. And then right around the corner, if you just keep going, there's like this amazing person out there that, you wouldn't meet if you just gave up. But you could crash that. You could crash that car and you could just say, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to step back. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And if you step back from your goals and you step back from your dreams and your desires, just remember that is you stepping off the path. That is you stepping out of alignment. That is nobody else doing that to you. That is not God coming in and throwing you a curveball and to grow you, to expand you. It is actually you stepping off your path and denying yourself the orgasm that you're looking for. It's denying yourself that fuck yes life, denying yourself the opportunity to meet people, denying yourself all of this beauty and bliss and amazingness that you've said that you've wanted. So, amazingly, I haven't made it through this coffee yet. So, the question on this, my day is kind of overcasty here. Overcasty, but full of orgasm. Hump day. Oh, it's hump day. It is. That's right. I got reminded of that earlier today. But on my hump day, what I'm thinking about is quite literally this, because even though I've had a lot of transformation that I did not necessarily bring on myself in this fashion, because I don't believe in victims. I believe that we're all volunteers in life, that we all make decisions. Everything that happens to us, there is always these decisions going back and forth between us. But as I look at things, I go, it may actually, it's also time to be cautious, because I do have a feeling, because my daily routines are still here, and I feel sometimes like there's a struggle that I'm getting sidetracked, because I have so much transition stuff going on, big changes. It is very easy, and I share this not because necessarily that I'm getting caught in it, but I see myself how I potentially get caught in it, and I do get caught in it here and there. But for anybody who is, if you go, well, I've just got this going on, or I've got too much, I'm spinning too many plates. Okay. Yeah. You're spinning too many plates. Welcome to adulthood. Because we're all spinning a lot of plates. You're spinning too many plates, so this is the excuse of I can't get done, I can't stay focused, I can't go and make shit happen that I want to have happen. I know I said that I wanted that, but here, let me tell you how busy I am. I'm too busy to actually make that happen. Well, then you don't really want it. Plain and simple. If you're too busy just spinning your plates, and those plates that have kept you locked into the life that you currently have that you're not wanting to have are more important to you. So you're spinning those, and they're more important to you than spinning the plates that'll actually get you what you want and give you the life that you want. Well, pick which plates you're going to spin, because you're going to spin plates throughout your lifetime no matter what. You're going to be busy, you're going to get exhausted, you're going to be frustrated, you're going to be sad, you're going to be happy, you're going to be mad, you're going to have all this shit happen. You're going to have the whole gamut of emotion constantly flowing through your being. If you are a healthy being that is processing emotion properly and just receiving life, then you should be feeling this emotionally. You should be experiencing what you perceive as good and as bad and as boring. In those moments where you're saying, I can't have because of this, and you're opting to continue to do whatever that is, in place of doing what you know you need to be doing, then realize that once again, this is you, nobody else, not God, not your ex, not your friend, not your child, not your boss, no fucking other person on the planet, but you making that decision to stay right there, spinning those plates, holding yourself in the pattern that you've been in, which is providing you with the results that you've been having. If you want to have the life that you say that you want, if you want the relationship that you say that you want the body that you say that you want the health that you say that you want, guess what? It's going to require change. And change is uncomfortable, and at the same time, there are these moments of just boring because you get into that spot. But no matter what it is, if you're spinning this and you want this, then you're going to have to drop some of this to get to that, and it's decision time. It's just plain and simple decision time. Pick which life you want. Pick the scenario that you want, because you've been spinning those plates. You know what they got for you. You know what your life looks like. Look back to the last 3 months, 6 months, 3 years, 5 years, however freaking long you've been spinning those plates. Look at that. That's the results that they give. And if you have these things over here that you can go do and that you want, and you know that you need to drop a plate, put a plate down, change a plate in for another plate somehow to get that result, do it. Do it. And then pay attention to where you are hitting this plateau, this boredom, this area of you just aren't feeling it anymore. It's what it's going to feel like. In truth, you're just going to be like, eh. And it really is kind of like, everything is a relationship. I truly believe that everything is a relationship. And it all reflects our relationship with God, and then with ourselves, and then the relationship that we have with other people, the relationship we have with our callings, our purpose, our health, our bodies, our work, our money, our sex, our children, our families, our lovers, everything. Everything comes back to the relationship that we have with God, and how we open and receive to it, how we guide and direct it, how we make these different changes with it, and how we can actually push through when we're really, really kind of bored. Because here's the thing with relationships. On the front end of a relationship, for that first 18 months to 3 years, and normally it's not 3 years. 18 months is more like it. Like 18 months is the cutoff for new relationship energy. To 2 years, maybe. But after somewhere between 12 months and 2 years for sure, you really start to see your relationship with whomever or whatever for what it really is. It's like you now really are feeling and meeting the person. Up until then, it's like going to Disneyland for the first time. It is just like, wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. And this happens when I do this, and that happens when I do that, and that's a really cool perspective, and this is really cool here, and that's amazing, and I don't really like that, but I think I can get through that, and and it is called new relationship energy. And that new relationship energy, NRE, is definitely just as like, it keeps us like, because there's a lot of adrenaline to it. There's a lot of turn on. There's a lot of excitement. It's fun. It's playful. It's all this good stuff. It's very, very yummy, which is where people go and make drastic decisions with this new relationship energy. And, that's kind of taking over them. And then 18 months, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, they go, shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. That person changed on me. That job changed on me. That whatever changed on me. So that you make those decisions in that new relationship energy, and then you actually meet the truth. And you get to these points where you're just not feeling it anymore. And it's in those points with any sort of relationship that you have to make a decision of, do I hold? Do I hold and push through and just try to get things moving and excited within this realm here? Or do I drop the ball and go find another court to play at with new partners to play? Or do I shut my shit down somehow and turn inward and just like shrink, but still be spinning my plates over here just to maintain this? So those are your three options there. And the options happen in actual physical relationship between you and another person, no matter who that person is. I mean, think about it. Anybody who's ever had a child, you bring home the baby, right? And you're just like, oh, such a little angel. And oh, you're just in love. And they can do no wrong. And they're so cute. And they, like, it doesn't matter that they spit up on you. It doesn't matter that their diaper leaked. It doesn't matter that they screamed for 30 minutes. This baby is freaking cute. They're a little angel, just a little puffy cheeks, all this good stuff. Ooh, woo. And then they hit 2. And then they hit 2 and we go, oh, furious 2s, horrible 2s, terrible 2s, right? What's also going on? You're also had this child for 2 years, and now there's kind of like just a normalcy there. You're almost kind of bored being a parent. You're bored having this experience. It's just, you're taking things for granted, even in your parenting. The difference with parenting and with other relationships is that our children always keep us on our feet, because they're always growing, changing, and they really are psychologically going through things, so to keep that little moments popping up for us. Where in other relationships, whether it is with our work, our health, our spiritual practices, or other people, intimate or otherwise, tends to do this. Okay? So when you get to that point, what are you feeling? What do you do? And look in your life right now. Today's challenge for you is to look in your life right now and see where you might be having one of these just blasé, boring moments, or feel like there's not a whole lot going on. Or maybe you notice that you're actually trying to crash. You're trying to crash your car, your bus, your whatever in this moment. And you're actually, because of this, you're trying to do other things, so you're self-sabotaging in those ways. Look for those moments. Get real with yourself. And really, it's like make hump day your truth day. Make it your truth day. Make it the day that you actually get in there and go, oh my God, right here, I'm fucking up. Right here, I am really trying to mess up my world because it's too good. It's too peaceful. I've got too much good stuff coming in. I don't feel worthy of it. Therefore, I'm going to start saying no to it like this. And then I'm going to point my fingers out there and go, he, she, it, blah, 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 did this, and that caused that. No. You did it. Just claim it. Just claim it, push through it, start being aware of it, and just really allow yourself to tap in, okay? Tap into what your desires are and pick those plates. Pick that path even when it feels like it's boring. Know that this boring is also a habit being created, and that also means that it is moving out of the mechanical aspect and into that habit aspect, which means that you have really got it going good, and you're right around the corner from some really good shit happening. Some really, really good shit happening. So, okay, guys, I feel completion around that. I don't know. I've really fallen down. Personally, I've fallen down on doing my little daily vlogs. I went to do my Relationship Tuesday one yesterday. It was hilarious. I'm right in the middle of doing the Relationship Tuesday one. I don't even remember what the heck the topic was. But I'm maybe like 3 minutes in on like what was going to be about a 7-minute video. And my niece had come into town, so I was driving home, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this vlog out. I'm gonna get cranking on this week. And I had lifted my niece from her hotel by the airport out to where I live because I really didn't want to make that drive and stuff. So I did that, and the Lyft driver got lost. So he calls me right in the middle of my relationship vlog post, so I had to just cancel it all. I'm like, okay, this is just one of those areas that I'm going to have to get on in consistency. So I am going to try to commit to getting that done today. I feel totally out of the loop on just doing those little vlogs, but at least I got the writing, at least I got Conscious Coffee back and going here, right? So there you go. But there's my little self-sabotage, you see, and notice how I just blamed the Lyft driver for me not getting done what I needed to get done. Because, you know what, the call with the Lyft driver, I could have just done, and then I could have still just pulled over on the side of the road because I was driving when I was doing it, and I could have just said, damn it, no, I'm doing this. I'm not going home until this is done. But I used a whole bunch of other excuses to just kind of skip out on that. Just skip out on it. Just what's one day, right? Yeah, what's one day? It's called self-sabotage. It's called getting a habit of self-sabotage going. Crashing my bus. Not that the one video is going to crash my bus, but it's going to create a habit. And that's what we're talking about. So, look for your habits. Get cranking on your things that you need to crank on. Don't let up on yourself. Not in those moments. Get real with yourself. Don't procrastinate. Love yourself. You are worth it. You are worth that life that you want. You are worth that relationship that you want. You are worth the money that you want to bring in. You are worth the body that you want to have. You are worth the health that you want to have. You are worth it. You are a fucking fantastic human being. So go claim it. Go claim your life. Make it happen. Okay? And as always, remember to stop existing and start living. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 6 a.m.-ish. Bye.